Then verse 16. Now watch what happens here. Verse 16. When evening had come, they brought to him many who were demon-possessed, and he cast out the spirits with a word and healed all who were sick. It says when evening had come. Now the other Gospels tell us it was the Sabbath day, and the Sabbath day ended at sundown. And as soon as the Sabbath ended, the people brought to Jesus all who were demon-possessed and sick. Now, why did they wait until the Sabbath day ended? Because according to their rabbinic teaching, not according to the Bible, but just what they were taught by their rabbis, they were told that no healing can occur on the Sabbath day. You can, if somebody is injured, you can take the necessary steps to preserve their life, but you were not allowed to heal someone on the Sabbath day. And so here you have in this Jewish community, they're very observant Jews, and here it's the Sabbath day, and they have to wait until the Sabbath day ends. You know, so they've got all these sick, they've got these demon-possessed, right? But they've got to wait for the sun to go down. You know, and they're watching the clock, and they've got their sick people. And once the Sabbath day ends, they all race to Peter's house with their sick and with their demon-possessed. You know, they're standing in the door waiting. They actually had to wait until the sun went down and they could see 3 stars in the sky. And then the Sabbath day was over. So, you know, there's 1 star. There's 2 stars. You know, honey, get your purse. You know. Finally, 3 stars. Come on, Grandpa, let's go. You know, we're going to... And everybody now is racing to Peter's house with their sick and their demon-possessed. And it says they brought to Jesus many who were demon-possessed. And look what it says, verse 16. He cast out the spirits with a word. With just a word. Not with an elaborate ritual, not with some big ceremony and incense, not with many words or a long prayer, but with just a word. Come out. That's it. And the demons were sent out. And look what it says. And he healed all who were sick. Notice it says all. Not some, not most, all who were sick. Isn't that amazing to consider? He healed all that were sick in Capernaum. The whole city. Everyone who came to him for a healing was healed. And the other Gospels tell us it was just one night. All night long. He's healing people. And he does this all in one night. I mean, we're not talking about one person healed of sickness, which would be amazing enough, or 5 people healed. That would be incredible. All of them. So by the next morning, there was not a single sick person left in the whole city. No disease, no disabilities, no defects, no one demon-possessed, no one suffering, no one with chronic pain. Sickness was banished while Jesus was there. For the 3 years of his earthly ministry, there was essentially no sickness or disease or demon possession in Galilee. Try to wrap your mind around that. I mean, Jesus was clearly demonstrating his deity and his messiahship through all of these healings. And for 3 years it's like this. There's no more sick people. No more disabled. No more demon-possessed. Anywhere. I mean, how did this impact that community? Now, verse 17 says that he did all of this that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by Isaiah the prophet, saying, He himself took our infirmities and bore our sicknesses. Now, this is quoted from Isaiah 53, which describes the rejection of the Messiah by his people and his suffering to atone for the sins of humanity. Isaiah 53 was written 700 years before the birth of Jesus Christ, and it describes his suffering in our place as our substitute, and it says that he carried our suffering. He carried all of our sickness. And the sins we committed were all put upon him, and he was punished by God in our place. And here, Matthew tells us that the work the Messiah would do, that's described in Isaiah 53, was being fulfilled in Jesus Christ. It was happening. It was happening. Imagine how many, think about how many sick people you know. Think about how many people you know that have COVID or cancer or just chronic pain, back problems. They just live with it and take, 8 ibuprofen a day or whatever it is. And it's all healed by Jesus. It's all gone. There's no one. Clearly, he is showing his deity and his power and his authority over his creation. Clearly, he is showing he is the Messiah of Israel.